Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Jackie Aina. I'm gonna just get right into it. I talked about this on Snapchat like 2 nights ago, and I knew that if I did not sit down and film this video as I said I was, I'd probably just like forget it and not ever do it. So anyway, today we're gonna sit down, chat a little bit. We're gonna get really real about sponsored content, affiliate links, coupon code usage, all of the deal. They're kind of all underneath the same umbrella if you really think about it. I had to make it makeup related, so I'm like, might as well turn this into a get ready with me chit chat. If I seem a little bit mellowed out, a little bit more chill than usual, it's just because like I had planned to film this video and then Mother Nature was like, surprise motherfucker. So I'm feeling a way about that, and I mean like literally feeling a way, kind of crampish and stuff. So I'm a little bit more chill today. And by the way, also I'm gonna be using some new stuff, so I'll be plugging that in and talking about it as we go. Before I get into it, if you don't already know what this is, I haven't officially announced this to you guys yet. I will, but I will be using my Sigma brush set. Yes, you heard that correctly. I'm coming out with a brush collection with Sigma, so you'll see that splashed in throughout. So I'm gonna be starting off with my Lancome Stick Foundation, F80, which by the way is really amazing for stick foundations. Anyway, what prompted this video for me was my last video, which was my Sephora haul. And I got more comments than normal about affiliate link usage in the description box of the video. If you are new to my channel, hi, again, I'm Jackie Aina. I have been doing beauty tutorials since 2009. My channel has always been about beauty, and I've had a very specific focus on beauty for women of color. It's taken me a long time to build basically this empire into what it is today. I enjoy YouTube now just as much as I used to. It's changed. It has changed a lot. So if you're new, let me just backtrack. If you're new, basically I went on a bit of a rant on Snapchat the other day, as I usually do, but especially when I'm really passionate about something. But anyway, I was basically talking about how I'm a little bit annoyed at a lot of the backlash people typically get from using affiliate links, mainly because one, it's not a new concept. Two, just overall, I kind of feel like it has made YouTube into this community of who can I trust, who should I trust? And I feel like if you're not going to trust someone, it shouldn't take, I'm just gonna say this as an example, it shouldn't take a drama channel telling you, hey, don't trust them for you to do it. Like I kind of feel like there's other outside influences and reasons why you would want to question the integrity of a YouTuber when it comes to sponsored content, affiliate links, coupon codes. The next thing that I want to say is I am absolutely not mad at these drama channels that are exposing the, a lot of the dishonesty that goes on in YouTube, mainly in the beauty community, I'm not mad at the channels. What I do find a bit irritating is how the information gets taken and, well, a lot of coverage, girl. Mind you, look at how much I've used this since I've done my review video. Like, it's low-key almost gone. A lot of these drama channels, which I do find quite entertaining, I will be very honest and say that. I watch them. They be coming with the info, and it's just interesting to see a different genre come to light on YouTube. And I don't blame them for what they do. I don't always agree with how they go about taking on specific topics. I will definitely say that. Sometimes it can be very aggressive, and I don't agree with that necessarily. And a lot of these drama channels create content basically, that is centered around educating you guys as viewers. I should say me as well as viewers, because I am technically considered a viewer, on like what goes on behind the scenes of being a beauty vlogger and how we make money and how we get different opportunities, and also how a lot of people in the beauty community can take that for granted and take advantage of people and not disclose certain things. If you watch drama channels, then you know what I'm talking about. What I do find very annoying is a lot of people are taking their content as like biblical, and we are not enjoying it responsibly. Okay, so I'll give you an example. My Sephora haul, as I normally do, I put some affiliate links for every single product that I used in the video. I'm gonna give you 100% honesty. I always have, and I would like to think that that's got a lot to do with why my channel is where it is today. You've got to be out of your mind if you think with the amount of time I put into the content that I create, the money that goes into this equipment, the stuff that I buy to try and review for you guys as viewers. You've got to be out of your mind if you honestly think we should just do this for good merits and not reap any benefits. So I did the Sephora haul, and I got more comments than I usually do of people basically saying like, typical, you used affiliate links. And it wasn't like they were saying like, Jackie, you used affiliate links, like, do you have any type of relationships to the brand? Or it was just, people were literally just complaining at the fact that there were affiliate links in the description box with no background, with no like nothing, like you gave me nothing else to work with. So I'm just gonna assume you just don't like the fact that I'm making a commission off of people who purchase those products. One, you've lost your mind if you don't really think I deserve a commission off of things that I recommend. Because I mean, when you buy a car, like the person makes a commission. When you walk into their office, do they tell you, hey, by the way, I make a commission off of this, just letting you know. Might be around $10,000 to $15,000, depending on how high the value of the car is. You know, I'm not trying to be defensive, I'm just real hype. The beauty industry is not the only industry where people make a commission off of when you buy something. So with that being said, yes, it is very important to disclose. It's like I'm seeing a lot of content online of people saying like you have to disclose when you're using affiliate links. And then when we do, like people still get mad. Like, do you want me to tell you the truth or not? Can you handle the truth? I need to be very specific because most of you guys, I know most of you guys don't have a problem with me using affiliate links, taking unsponsored content, and you know, everything in the, making the coin. I know you guys have been nothing but extremely supportive, but there's always going to be that select few. And you know, I'm not sure if it's just because I recently hit 1 million, so I have a lot of new people who maybe are still getting to feel out my character, but I've never needed to prove like how honest I am, because I kind of feel like, first of all, that's where your track record comes in. I got a comment the other day that was like, basically like, you need to, and I picture her yelling because it was in all caps and exclamation marks. And she said something like, you need to disclose your relationship. You need to disclose your affiliate links or something along the lines of that. I was like, one, I don't know who you're talking to, but it ain't me. I don't know why you yelling, ma'am. My disclaimer says affiliate links are used. And apparently for a couple people, that wasn't being open enough. Like I'm supposed to dive and tell more about what that means. I'm not really sure in what capacity, but, and I'm not saying this to be negative in any way, but like if you see in a disclaimer, affiliate links are used and you're like, I wonder what that means. It literally takes like 2 minutes of your time to Google the word affiliate. You know, like I can't, like you help me and I'll help you, because there's nothing that says you have to describe in great depth what affiliate usage, what length, like no, it says affiliate links are used. Legally, that is disclosing. That is me being honest and open. A lot of people assume, which is also, actually, this is actually kind of insulting, but a lot of people assume that because we get stuff for free, our opinions are biased. Like, do y'all really think we get that excited over lipstick? This is stuff that we get. I don't think y'all understand. Like, if it's not L'Oreal, it'll be Maybelline. If it's not Maybelline, it'll be Lancome. Like, I'll get stuff either way. So when people say that, it's a little insulting because one, I can buy lipstick on my own. I don't need it to be given to me. Not at this point in my career. I have enough relationship with those brands and I get it. Everyone starts from somewhere, including me. And the whole PR thing is fairly, still fairly new, but for you to insinuate that I would get that excited and like, oh my God, like horny for like one free lipstick or two, like when I could just buy it, and I do that anyway, it's like how do you really think I'm that thirsty to where my loyalty lies to sucking up to them before it lies in being honest and open with you guys, you know? So I'm really not a fan with that logic. I'm not at my volume, not at where I am with my career, especially because I have such a great relationship with so many brands. And for you to say, well, you have to say great things. No, the hell I don't. Affiliate links, I just want the accusations and the finger pointing to stop. If you are going to engage in watching these drama channels that expose YouTubers, which I think is good in a lot of ways, because you guys are learning a lot behind the business side of YouTube. And yeah, there are a lot of things where I'm like, no comment. And then there's some things that I know for a fact are flat out lies. I just know for a fact that was completely made up and fabricated because they wanted views or whatever. Or because I know the person of the story that they're covering. You know, if you're gonna engage in that kind of stuff, like you've got to like take it sometimes with a grain of salt and not assume like just because one person says it, it does not mean that they're like the holy grail, like Messiah, and that everything that they says reigns true for every single YouTuber. Like, I just don't like the fact that YouTube is now this community where people assume the bad before they assume the good. One, it's not healthy because if you really think about it, beauty influencers, that's why they call us influencers, because we have influence. So in the name of good, you've now taken your influence from the beauty vlogger and you're giving it to the drama channel. You know, you kind of have to think for yourself on certain things. You have to use your own judgment. You have to use your own sound judgment and intuition. And if you feel like someone is BSing you, then girl, take it and run with it. Don't support their content. Don't click their links. Don't use their coupon codes because they're going to get a portion of that. But that absolutely does not mean that every YouTuber cannot be trusted and is dishonest. I feel like a lot of people project their insecurities onto other people without realizing it. Like they cannot fathom in their heads in any way, shape, or form why someone who gets free product for a living would not be honest and forthcoming about that. Like their brain can't even process why someone else can't be honest and have integrity, because they probably can't either. Because in their head, they're thinking, well, that's what I would do. I would get my money and I'd be doing XYZ, you know, deep down inside, they may not admit it. But I honestly feel like the people who do the most accusing online are the ones that like low key though, like they don't have integrity. So they can't fathom why anyone else would, you know? That's honestly how I feel. I tend to believe the good in someone. Like whenever I'm watching someone's videos, my knee-jerk reaction isn't this girl lying or this girl just got it for free. So it's just not. But then again, I'm on the opposite end. I am the influencer. So maybe I'm naive or wet. And I know a lot of influencers too. You know, like we talk. This community is virtually very small, you know. Someone actually tweeted out to me and said, Pastel Goth, by the way, Kat Von D, and asked me like, well, what about when, and I'm gonna take my E38, my diffuse brush from my set. Someone had asked me, what about like people who use affiliate links, but don't link particular products that maybe, you know, that they're not being paid for. Like they only link products that they're being paid for. I don't care. Someone doesn't want to link a product that they know they're not being paid for. I'm not gonna take it personally. I wouldn't. That's just me though. Yeah, like I might side eye them like, okay girl, we know you trying to get paid and you don't want to link it. It's cool. I'll go find it myself. But it's not something that would like move me to like unsubscribe from them. Like they would just have to feel, I would just have to get a feel from their content that they were constantly trying to push things and sell things to me. Then that is when enough is enough. And it's like, okay, I just can't support this person anymore. And that's when I just kind of stop engaging. But I think it's just the little tactics and practices that people do that in my opinion, are really not that big of a deal. But that's me as a person. I mean, at the end of the day, like if I want to buy the product anyway, then I don't care who benefits off of it or how they benefit in one capacity. I really don't care. I really don't care. I want the product anyway. Chances are, if I'm watching them review it, I already in some capacity have made up my mind, like I'm already gonna buy this product. I just kind of want, you know, like an extra nudge of encouragement. But I made that decision up on my own. Like I didn't just wait for them to make the decision for me, therefore placing all of the trust in them. And I think that that's where, I mean, I'm sorry guys, but sometimes you put a little bit way too much trust into us as beauty vloggers, and I'll be the first person to tell you. I say this in quite a few of my videos, like don't just go off of me, do your research, look into the product, look at Amazon reviews on that product, look on Sephora.com reviews on that product, and if you feel like something is not going to work for you, then don't buy it. Like, I think another thing, like these Stila things, like these are bomb, and every time I even mention these, I get these comments like, you must be sponsored. Like, first of all, I bought these, and Stila, y'all can go ahead and ship me some more if you want, but like, stop going around and assuming that everything is some like secret society of sponsored content, and like, and even if Stila gave me the shadow, like, is it a bad product? Like, I don't get what the point of questioning. What are you really mad about? I mean, isn't that the point of being a beauty blogger, is showing and demonstrating how good a product looks? And if the product looks good, I just don't understand where all the third degree questioning comes from a lot of times. You're being paid to say that. No, I'm not. Like, the product looks good. Like, what more can you ask for? It's performing exactly the way that I want it to, and it looks good. I bought these and I got like questions like, oh, is Stila like prompting you guys to promote these? What difference does it make if the product looks good? Like every time a new product comes out, a company is going to have a marketing campaign of some sort. Nowadays, it just so happens to be heavily influenced by social media. That's just how it works. They want to get as much visibility for their newly launched product as they possibly can. So that includes sending it to vloggers. In this case, I just so happened to buy the product myself. I would happily pay for a product that looked like this. It's beautiful. It's just eyeshadow. If you don't like it and you buy it, if you felt that convicted to buy it because of someone's influence and you did not like it or you thought it was crappy, take it back. It's not a Tesla. It's not a house. It's just makeup. This kind of feels like displaced anger. People are mad at the wrong things and mad at the wrong people. Don't take it out on me if you want to question every beauty vlogger. I'm not the one. I'm not the one. A lot of times people think just because a product is sent, we are being paid. No. If the video is sponsored, it will usually, like, I'll usually verbally say it. I'll just say like, hey, I partnered with so-and-so for this video. I'll just say it, you know? And if it's not, then that just means they sent the product. The only affiliation that the brand has with that video in particular is that they sent the product. I'm not obligated to plug products that I'm not being paid for. I'm not obligated to say anything. If they sent the product to me, it's pretty much no holds bar. Like I can say whatever I want. They sent it to me. I can do whatever I want at that point. Just everything's off the table, you know, because when you send the product to a blogger, that's pretty much the risk that you take, is having them, they could either rip your product apart or they can speak highly of it. You know, obviously the goal is to get positive reviews, but just because it was sent, it does not necessarily mean that the product review has to be positive. There's no clause or agreement. Nobody's doing that. Y'all, I'm just letting you know. In case you don't know, no one's doing that. And for sure, definitely not just so they can say they got a free eyeshadow out of it. Like, it's absolutely not that deep. This is the E20 shader brush from Sigma, and I love how this works along my bottom lash line to smudge out. It's pretty much one of the only brushes that I use because everything else just makes shadow look too dense down there. And this blends it out and distributes the color really nicely. You can also use it to smudge liner too. Loving the eyes with the products used. I would just like it that when I try a cool new product, like I would just like it if I could just try the new product without people jumping down my throat, assuming it's sponsored, assuming it was sent, assuming I'm biased. Can we just kind of mellow out a little bit with all the like accusations and stuff? Like, can we just go back to enjoying content again? I've never filmed with the AC on, so I'm not sure how much of it you can hear. Hopefully you can't, but I'm sorry. I'm sweating like a pig. By the way, this is my favorite face powder. Like, it's just slowly becoming my favorite pressed powder from Iman, Auntie Iman. And I think I should probably use a contour. I don't think it makes sense to bronze with this overall look since it's so cool and icy. So I'm taking my trusty Becca contour. This is one of the new colors that you guys told me about from Stila, because my haul, I bought all of them, and then Stila went and snuck up on me and launched 3 colors, and you know I went straight to the website and got the rest of them. And this is in the color Into the Blue, and this is like their duochrome. One thing that I also want to talk about is coupon codes on a random note. So coupon codes, a lot of people, I actually saw someone talking about this in a video, but basically they were exposing how coupon codes, in some cases, not all, they essentially hike up the price a little bit so that they can cover the cost of what they're paying the influencer. And my response to that, I don't have a problem with that if the product as a whole is still relatively pretty inexpensive. I don't have an issue with that. 2, they've been doing that on Black Friday for years. So it's not like a new thing that's not practiced in a lot of other consumer instances. A lot of sales regularly, not just Black Friday, they do that. They say it's on sale, hike up the price so you save a percentage off of it, and then you really kind of don't. Maybe that's a little too much truth. And don't get it twisted, not every brand necessarily does that with coupon codes, but it is something that I've seen brought up as a point. And Lash, stop playing. Girl, I gotta go out, never mind. What cramps, huh? Never mind, I changed my mind. I just wanted to bring that up as a point, like, fam, I know that, you know, that's a great point, but it's not only the beauty industry that does that. Like, it's just like we're putting this info out here as if it's like never been done before. Not to say it's right or wrong, but it's present in a lot of different areas, okay? This money obsessed country that we live in, people are all here to make money. People are all here to make money, even these channels that, you know, bring to light a lot of this kind of stuff. Because if you really think about it, if they really cared that much about exposing truths, then they wouldn't monetize their videos. Now, would they? You ever think about that? But no, of course they monetize their videos, because guess what? They put time, effort, and energy into making the content that they create, and they think that they should be rewarded for them. I agree. I hope you guys didn't think that this video was going to be like me dragging, me exposing. I'm not even that type of person, unless you're Marc Jacobs. But I'm just kidding. He did kind of redeem himself. I still don't really use the stuff, on a side note, but you know. And I just want you guys to know that there are a lot of brands out there that I don't use anymore, because guess what? I've given them less than 100% positive reviews. And I'm not just talking about Marc Jacobs, and they've completely taken me off of their PR list and stopped sending me stuff. And it is a lot of times it is very popular brands where if I said the name, you'd be like, ooh, girl. There's a lot of things that I can expose about brands that I just don't. I'm using this blush from Sigma, by the way, in the color Nymphea, you know, because I am so forthcoming and I am so honest. And guess what? Do you know how much of a risk that comes at? I say a lot of what no other beauty blogger would even like whisper. And I kind of feel like because of that, I shouldn't necessarily be thrown into the crossfire of people who are dishonest, because we all know who they are. We all know that there are people who are faking the funk and taking crappy products and trying to make them fetch. They ain't gonna stop trying to make it happen, okay? It's not gonna happen. Like, we see it, but I just wish that people would stop taking their displaced anger out on us when it really should be on them. You know, it's just misdirected. Oh, by the way, oh, this palette. pretty it is. It's so pretty. I'm gonna take my highlight brush. You don't get the chrome one, you don't get the rose gold, but it's the F35 tapered highlight, favorite of all time. But this Blanc de Sable, I don't know if it's Sable, this highlighter palette from NARS is the business. Like, you can get all this work. And it's a Sephora exclusive from what I know, so you can't get it from NARS.com. And I think I want to use, oh my god, it's so pretty. Oh my god, it's so pretty. I think I'm gonna take the yellow gold in the middle. This look is so cool anyway. I probably don't really need that. Oh, that's pretty. I'm putting it on very lightly, guys. I just want a light glow. I don't have anything else to say except trust me and hate everyone. No, I'm just kidding. I don't mean that. Use your judgment when it comes to affiliate links, coupon codes, sponsored videos. If you feel like something is fishy, do more than just say you're lying. I'm gonna need you to back it up. Okay. I'm gonna need you to tell me why, in this instance, you think I'm not being honest. And if I come back and I explain to you, well, that's, you're entitled to think that way, but in my experience, I experience XYZ. Don't assume I'm lying if you have no other receipts. Okay, come at me with proof. I am a very proof-driven person. What sticks out about this particular sponsored video that screams like maybe that person is being dishonest? But you can't just get mad at the fact that it's just sponsored. Believe it or not, people are like that. This screams sponsored. What is your point? Sponsored does not necessarily mean glorified or that I worship the product, Like, I mean, give me a little bit more than that. This is Muir from Jouer, their new spring collection. There's a lot of new things I've been wanting to get into, but because I moved, I didn't get a chance to. Oh, wait a minute. I think that might be way too bright. Not that I don't like it, but I was going for something. Maybe I should just wear it. Very blue pink. It's pretty, but I wanted something a little bit more neutral for this look. And I wanted the coolness of it to go with the eyes, which it does. Like, I wouldn't normally reach for something this light for a look like this, but I think it made it work. I'm gonna play around with some inner tear ductage. I love me a highlight in the inner corner, girl. I like these because these work really well with brushes and the applicator. Sometimes I notice products like these, they only work well with their own applicator, but these are very super easy to work with, even when you blend them out. Oh, when you blend them out, it gives you this prettiest sheer color. See what I'm doing right now? I'm giving you my honest feedback. Like, I'm not telling you, and I think it's also because I'm not even gonna say it because I know people are gonna misconstrue it, but because I speak well, people assume that I am being paid to say things like, no, girl, I just like the product, but I can't help the fact that I'm like well-versed and well-spoken. That doesn't mean I rehearsed this. Fall back. Putting a little ballet pink under my lower lash line. Let's see what it looked like. What it does though, because I like that teardrop look, like raindrop, drop top. See how makeup changes your mood? I was literally ready to like sit down and cry. And now I'm over here doing some avant-garde type stuff and I'm all pumped. These are probably one of my favorite products to launch as of lately. These are. And that is my unbiased, unsponsored opinion. And guess what? Even if they sent the product, which I wish they would have, I would still say the same. Because as you can see, they look good. Okay, is that okay with everyone? Like, are we gonna have spasms, issues? Last thing I wanna say is I love you guys. I know that a lot of you guys know my intentions. Most of you do. But sometimes we have some newcomers and they don't know. So we gotta let them know that I'm not the one to be trying. And keep fighting the good fight. Don't be coming for these drama channels because I like them. Some of them do take it too far. I've seen some of them really take their content way too far. And I'm like, girl, it's really not that deep. Like, it's not. But I guess, get them views and stuff, whatever. But thanks for hearing me out. And hopefully this wasn't confusing or all over the place. sometimes when you prepare yourself to make a video and then you sit down and actually do it, it comes out differently than planned. But I'm super passionate about this industry. I'm very passionate about helping people and making people feel beautiful. I love being able to try new things, try out new content. I did not do this video out of defense, because a lot of people, I think, like to say, well, you know, guilty dogs bark the loudest. Like, no, like if you say that, if you truly think that I'm making this video out of defense, or if I feel threatened, then you've never been passionate about something and you've never cared about something. Because when you care about something, you fight for it. And I'm fighting for this community that I've kept, I mean, virtually very positive compared to other YouTubers at my size. I see comments that other people get and I'm like, oh, I mean, they can't even say anything without being ripped to shreds or it being like misinterpreted in any different way. And we don't have that here. We have a safe community, a fun community of both men and women, of everyone who just feels, who likes feeling beautiful. And that, I think, is a very rare blessing. I don't know what the hell that noise is. That, I think, is a very rare blessing that a lot of other YouTubers, you know, they don't have. And I'm thankful for that. I'm extremely blessed and thankful that you guys support me in my content and the opportunities I get too. Like, I know you guys cheer me on. I think it's great and it's so inspiring and it's so encouraging. And just don't hate the player, man. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. Oh, and that also goes for the drama channels. I'm not mad at them. I am mad at the response some of these videos create, because people blindly listen to the content and don't really use their own logic and reason and just go around saying rude, untrue things to everyone for no reason. And that is something that I think we as consumers, not just the channels that create this content, but we, as in you too, we need to do better. Okay? Thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.